first reached out, I felt quite a shakiness in how much was shifting and changing in my life into the unknown and the uncertain. I felt unstable. I'd say the deepest problem was insecurity and just fear of the unknown. I felt as though I was doing all the quote unquote right things, receiving a lot of coaching, healing sessions, reading books, meditating, healthy eating, juicing, superfood shakes, like spending time in nature, writing. And the difference I feel in this was a lot of my support in the past has been from the feminine. And it's been so helpful and so supportive in so many ways. And I'm like forever grateful for all of my healers and coaches and teachers. And I feel like there was layers that just weren't able to shift because I could feel the next layer in my healing, the next layer of my expansion was to really reach out, be vulnerable, be seen, and be met by a healthy embodied masculine. I can feel the difference from then and now is deeper trust in myself from the work that we've done together, and like a deeper sense of acceptance and self-confidence. The first word that comes to mind is deconstruction. It felt like a deconstruction of the false beliefs that were no longer serving my way of living. I felt such a big shift from the beginning to the end through the process of naming what was true and then deconstructing what really was not true. These old beliefs, these thoughts that have been so convincing for such a long time, but really proving them wrong. In the beginning of our work together, I felt like there was always this feeling like I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing it fast enough. I don't have enough time. There's just such high expectation and pressure, I just felt as anxiety and tension. And so it was this yo-yo of when I was checking the boxes, everything was great. But then if there was some hiccup to that, it's just like devastation. And then as the work continued on, I would feel from you genuine like compassion and understanding, which somehow it was contagious. That compassion and that presence with those parts, instead of trying to override it, softened and soothed my mind a bit, and then allowed the experience of whatever was happening and getting done or not getting done. There was more joy in it because there was more presence in it. It was like all the parts were kind of welcome, whereas before it was like, oh God, I'm feeling anxious, I don't want that here. And so this work has really brought in that piece of bringing in more playfulness and joy of the process and the journey, not so much focus on the outcome or expectation. Being seen and being met and having a new perspective or a more accurate reflection of truth really helped heal a lot of my relationship with the masculine. That for me, that's the priceless piece. This willingness to move towards the masculine and experience more connection instead of run from the connection that doesn't feel good or is uncomfortable. And so yeah, just a deep gratitude for this work. Trust that inner pull that led you to Gabriel and make that investment in yourself and do the work.
Let's do this.
Oh.